Hello, my dear friend. Welcome to this private space. I know that when you clicked on this video, someone who haunts your dreams resides in your heart. In countless quiet nights, you might replay your conversations in your mind again and again, analyzing his every move, all for one answer. What is he thinking right now? What true feelings lie behind his unspoken words, his expressions after turning away, and those unread messages? Is he looking forward to your future? Or is he afraid? If these questions are swirling in your mind, keeping you tossing and turning at night, then believe me, your coming here is no accident. Your soul yearns for clarity and peace, and the universe has heard your call. Today we'll transform into detectives of the soul, donning the highest-powered microscope to explore one of the most intriguing and intimate themes. What are her subconscious thoughts about you right now? Shushing face, what's next in your relationship? This reading is dedicated to every soul feeling lost in a relationship and yearning to see the truth. Whether you're in a sweet yet agonizing period of ambiguity, a challenging dating phase, or a heartbreaking breakup/no contact period, today's message aims to bring you a ray of light through the fog. Before we begin, if you also believe in the unseen connections between souls, please give this video a like. Let our shared intentions create a powerful energy field that connects our hearts. If this is your first time on my channel, I sincerely invite you to subscribe and turn on notifications so I can continue to accompany you in exploring the mysteries of relationships. Okay, before we delve into the other person's subconscious, we need to make a gentle energy connection. This isn't manipulation, but a soul-level inquiry based on love. Find a quiet, undisturbed space and sit in a position that makes you most comfortable. Gently close your eyes. Let's take 3 gentle, deep breaths together. Inhale, imagining you're drawing in a warm, loving pink light from the center of the universe. Exhale, gently releasing all your anxieties, unease, and speculations about this relationship with each breath. Inhale deeply again. Feel this pink light flowing through your entire body, allowing every muscle to slowly relax. Exhale slowly, releasing all tension and defensiveness. Now in your heart, clearly and gently call that person's name. Visualize their face, whether smiling or silent, simply watching quietly. Then visualize a soft pink sphere of light emanating from your heart chakra, located at the very center of your chest. Similarly, visualize a similar sphere of light in the other person's chest. Now, from your sphere of light, countless delicate threads of light energy extend gently towards the other person's heart chakra. You are not merely thinking of them with your mind. You are feeling them with your entire soul. At the same time, visualize the same energy threads extending from the other person's sphere of light, intertwining and connecting with your threads in the air. A bridge of light is formed between you. On this bridge, there are no lies, no pretense, only the most authentic energy flowing. Now, in your heart, speak gently and sincerely to him on the other side of the bridge. I, your name. Come here in the name of love and respect. I am not here to spy or judge. I simply yearn for understanding. I wish to see the truest feelings deep within your heart. Whatever the answer may be, I will face it with compassion and wisdom. I bless you and I bless myself. Very good. Now slowly bring your consciousness back to this space. When you are ready, gently open your eyes. Welcome back. May this brief connection allow you to feel the connection that transcends time and space between you and the other person. Now let's use this spiritual awareness to see what secrets the cards will reveal. Next, I have connected with the energy of the universe and drawn 3 sets of cards for you. These 3 sets correspond to 3 different subconscious states and relationship directions. Please use your first intuition to choose the option that resonates with you most and attracts you the most, from left to right. The first set is Red Thread. It symbolizes destiny, the bond of souls, and an unbreakable connection. The second set is Heart Lock. It symbolizes buried emotions, inner defenses, and knots in the heart that need to be untied. The The third set is key. It symbolizes the revelation of truth, the answer to questions, and the opportunity to open a new relationship pattern. Please calm down and make your choice. If you need more time, you can press the pause button at any time. Have you made your choice? After you have chosen, I strongly suggest that you write down your chosen set in the comments section below, such as "I choose red thread," or simply type "I see the truth," to declare to the universe your courage to face and heal. Now, without further ado, let's begin with those who chose the first set. Group 1, the red thread. Hello friends who chose the first group, the red thread. When your intuition among the three options is drawn solely to this red thread symbolizing destiny, your soul is actually telling you a very important secret. There is a very, very deep, timeless, even soulmate level connection between you and the person you asked about. Seeing your cards, I completely confirm this. The deck opens with the World and the Two of Cups. It's as if the universe is declaring to you in the largest font and at the loudest decibel, your meeting is no accident. You are important figures in each other's soul blueprints, here to jointly complete a sacred lesson about completeness and wholeness. However, the deck also features a large number of pages, wands, swords, coins, and kings, wands, swords, as well as the Four of Swords and the Two of Wands, representing deep thinking and strategic planning. This creates a very interesting tension that perfectly reflects your current situation. In the highest dimension of your souls, you are a match made in heaven, each other's final destination. But in this material world, you, especially each other, are like two apprentices still learning how to love and how to act, filled with grand plans but lacking that mature, decisive touch in reality. Energy verification. Before we delve into the secrets of his subconscious, let's conduct a very detailed, soul-searching energy verification to see if your current relationship resonates with this energy of soul in place, reality out of sync. Please take a deep breath and honestly feel whether any of the following situations make you feel, "Oh my God, this is practically spying on my mind." A strong sense of destiny and an indescribable familiarity. Did you have a strong feeling of "this is it" from the first moment you met him, or in a certain moment of spending time together? You feel there is a tacit understanding between you that others cannot comprehend, and you even have a strong intuition. He is the one I've been looking for, as if you have known each other for thousands of years. Relationships often remain in the planning/learning stage, lacking in action. Does your relationship often remain at the stage of chatting, planning, and mutual probing? You may have talked a lot about future imaginations and profound topics, but rarely make any substantial progress that can level up the relationship. It feels more like theoretical discussion. Everything is ready except for the final push. Is your partner or you a thoughtful person who values logic and analysis? Are you someone who habitually lets your mind guide everything? You might overanalyze each other's every word and action, trying to logically understand this seemingly chemistry-filled relationship. Sometimes, this excessive thinking actually stagnates the relationship because of the fear of making a mistake. Do you feel your partner is very busy, with their life focused on career or studies? Do you feel that they devote a lot of energy to work, studies, or building their own business? They seem very ambitious and charming, but because of this, they don't seem to have much present time and energy to fully invest in your relationship. Struggling with multiple roles or tasks, trying to find balance. Do you or he often feel overwhelmed? You may need to find a balance between multiple roles such as work, love, family, and personal growth, sometimes feeling confused and strained, neglecting one thing for another. Full of new possibilities and endless curiosity. Even though the relationship hasn't made substantial progress, do you always manage to spark new connections? You may share many common interests, always have endless topics to discuss, and are filled with the desire to explore each other's inner worlds, feeling that the other person is like a fascinating book that can never be fully read. Feeling that the other person has the ability to change everything, but they just hold back. Deep down, do you feel that they are fully capable of moving the relationship forward, solving problems, and taking it to the next level, but they seem to be waiting for the perfect moment, delaying using their magic? This makes you feel confused, even a little impatient. A sense of teacher-student or guide and learner roles exists in the relationship. Do you feel that in this relationship, you often play the roles of teacher and student? He may know a lot and be guiding you, or you may know a lot and be inspiring him. You have both learned a great deal from each other. If at least 3 of the 8 states above resonate strongly with you, please bravely leave a connection in the comments section, because the universe is about to reveal to you how this profound red thread will weave into the most beautiful tapestry in the future. The other person's current energy state and life focus. In places you cannot see, what is that person so closely connected to your soul busy with right now? What is their energy state? The card indicates that the other person is currently in a state of a diligent craftsman king, extremely focused on building their own material kingdom. Almost 100% of their life focus is on very concrete, practical matters such as career, studies, making money, and personal growth. The King of Wands represents a very ambitious, visionary person who aspires to be a leader. They are not content with the status quo. Deep within their soul, a voice tells them that they must build their own empire. They may currently be starting their own business or striving for advancement and breakthroughs in their current job. He craves power, success, and recognition from the world. The 8 of Pentacles vividly depicts his method for achieving his ambitions. Like an extremely diligent craftsman, he hones his professional skills day after day. He might be pursuing a highly valuable certification, learning a new skill sufficient to make a living, or tirelessly striving for perfection in his work. He believes that only when his own foundation, material possessions, abilities, is solid will he be qualified to possess everything else, including what he considers a perfect love. Therefore, his state is that of a diligent workaholic, buried in his work right now for that grand future plan. It's not that he doesn't want love, he just feels it's not the right time yet. On a conscious level, how does he define your relationship? In his mind, how does he rationally view and define your relationship? On a conscious level, he believes this is an important relationship that needs to be evaluated with extreme care, is full of variables, and has not yet been finalized. The appearance of the King of Swords indicates that he is analyzing your relationship with a very rational, objective, and even somewhat detached attitude. He fears that his emotions will affect his judgment, so he forces himself to stand higher and see further. He may be mentally listing your strengths and weaknesses, as well as the various possibilities and challenges of being together. He is trying to use logic to replace emotion in order to make what he considers the most correct and least risky judgment. The 2 of Swords directly reveals the final result of his rational analysis. Unresolved. He hasn't made a final decision, or rather, he dare not. He might feel the time isn't right, that his material foundation isn't solid enough, or perhaps he's still wavering between 2 options. For example, should he focus on his career or invest in love? Should he choose you or a more comfortable lifestyle? Consciously, he chose the safest approach, temporarily setting it aside. He tells himself, "This matter is too important, I need more time. I can't decide now." Deep in his subconscious, what are his truest unspoken feelings for you? So, beneath that layer of rationality, in the depths of his subconscious that he himself may not even be aware of, what are his true feelings for you? This part of the message is extremely profound. I can tell you with absolute certainty and deep emotion. Deep in his subconscious, he has already decided that you are the one he has been searching for, the one who makes him feel whole, his only soulmate. The World card, the ultimate in tarot, represents completeness, wholeness, and the end. Its appearance here is an incredibly powerful subconscious signal. It means that deep within his soul, you are the final destination of his search. You give him an unprecedented sense of wholeness, as if you are his long-lost other half, filling all the gaps in his life. Your presence makes him feel that the whole world is complete. The Two of Cups, on the other hand, translates this spiritual completeness into the emotional realm. It represents equal love, resonance of souls, and a meeting of minds. Subconsciously, he knows that the connection between you is unique. He knows that you are perfect partners who can understand and nurture each other. He knows that he will never meet another person like you, someone with whom he can have such a profound chemistry. Therefore, the secret he has never spoken, perhaps even dared not admit himself, is this: no matter how hesitant his mind may be, no matter how busy his reality may be, his soul chose you the moment he first met you. Is he afraid or anticipating the next step in the relationship? Since his soul has already made its decision, is he afraid or excited about the next step? The answer is, he is both extremely excited and extremely afraid, and this fear has led him to temporarily choose to remain still. The magician's appearance represents his boundless expectation and creative desire for your future. He knows that if he so chooses, he is fully capable of creating an unparalleled and wonderful future with you. Subconsciously, he desperately wants to use his magic to manifest your story. However, the energy of the Four of Swords profoundly reveals his fear. The Four of Swords represents rest, stagnation, and being afraid to act because of overthinking. What is he afraid of? Fear of messing up. He is afraid that he is not ready yet, and that acting rashly will ruin this relationship he cherishes, a relationship as perfect as the World card. Fear of responsibility. He knows that once he begins, he must assume the responsibility of an emperor, but he feels that his current kingdom is not stable enough to give you the future he envisions. Fear of imbalance. He fears that investing in love will negatively impact his career, which he's currently working tirelessly towards, leading to an imbalance in his life. Therefore, he chooses what seems like the safest approach: wait and see. He chooses to quiet his mind and prepare himself more thoroughly before taking action. Cosmic guidance. The next step in the relationship, short term. So, how will your relationship develop in the short term, e.g., the next 1 to 3 months? The next step will be from stillness to a more diverse, curious, and tentative youthful connection. 3 page cards appear in the deck. The page is the youngest and least mature of all the court cards, but also the most curious and exploratory. This means that in the short term, don't expect him to immediately give you a grand promise or decision like a king. However, the good news is that he will begin to take action. Page of Wands. He will begin some tentative and passionate actions. For example, he'll more often like and comment on your posts, proactively initiate interesting and lighthearted topics, or invite you to fun activities. The Page of Swords. He'll engage in more intellectual exchanges with you. He might talk about his future plans or earnestly ask for your thoughts and suggestions. He craves a deeper connection with your mind. The Page of Coins. He might make practical, small, and specific invitations. For example, "I'm learning something recently, can you teach me?" Or, "I found a nice restaurant, want to go together?" The next step is moving from the complete stillness of the Four of Swords to the diverse and light-hearted interactions of the pages. The relationship will begin to flow again, slowly but full of new possibilities. Relationship blind spots and wisdom you need to know. In this relationship, what blind spots does the universe want you to see, and what are your own blind spots? The universe gently reminds you, "My dear, your blind spot is that you may have also seen him as your whole world, forgetting that you yourself are a complete and perfect world. You may have placed all your joy, happiness, and fulfillment in the future of this relationship because of this profound connection, because of the light in him that makes you feel whole. You've been waiting for him to draw that perfect period to your life. But the universe says that only you can draw that period. You need to learn to make your own world complete even without his promise. Your completeness does not depend on him. meditation exercise for communicating with the other's soul. To help you and to help him accelerate the flow of this energy and awaken his kingly power, you can perform this powerful meditation exercise before sleep. Close your eyes and visualize the beautiful red thread connecting you. Following this red thread, gently send your own pink energy, full of love and completeness, and your golden energy, representing confidence and success, to him. Then in your heart say to his soul, I see your efforts and I see your fears. I am my own world, I am whole. I give you time and I give you space. I am here living out my own light, building my own kingdom. When your kingdom is ready, welcome to join me. All right, dear friends of Group 1, this is what the universe wants to give you. Profound guidance on soulmates, patient waiting, and self-completion. Please remember, the destined red thread never breaks easily. It simply waits for the perfect moment to weave the most beautiful pattern. If you have gained hope and clarity from today's reading, please remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share this profound love. Group 2, the Heart Lock. Hello, friends who chose the second group, the Heart Lock. When your intuition among the three options is drawn solely to this heart lock symbolizing sealed and knotted feelings, your soul is telling you that you and the person you're asking about are in a very static, distanced, and even leave you feeling powerless and confused. Seeing your cards, I completely understand this feeling. The deck contains many cards representing stillness, thinking, and observation. The Four of Cups, weariness, the Four of Swords, dormancy, and the Two of Wands, distant observation. This indicates that your relationship is currently indeed locked up by an invisible lock, lacking flowing warm energy. However, what gives me hope is that the deck also includes the King of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Swords, three powerful and wise monarchs, as well as the Nine of Pentacles, symbolizing independence and abundance, and the Six of Swords, representing slow progress. This suggests that this lock is not a dead end. It's more like a strategic pause, a time for the universe to allow both of you, especially each other, to complete a profound lesson about self-integration and inner healing. Your heart has a key, but it requires time and wisdom to find and use it. Energy verification. Before we delve into how to unlock this lock, let's conduct a very detailed, soul-searching energy verification to see if your current relationship resonates with this cold and conflicted energy. Please consider whether any of the following situations make you feel, yes, this perfectly describes us. Stagnant relationship, feeling bored or numb. Has your relationship lacked new developments or sparks for a long time? You might feel that this relationship is like stagnant water, leaving you feeling weary and unsatisfied, yet there don't seem to be any major problems for you to solve. This slow, insidious state leaves you unsure of what to do. A significant physical or psychological distance exists. Is there a significant, insurmountable distance between you? It could be a physical distance, or it could be that although you are physically close, your hearts are far apart. You feel your partner has locked themselves up, unwilling to engage in deep emotional communication. Communication is poor. You can't seem to get your thoughts out. Do you often feel that your communication is superficial, lacking sincerity? You have so much to say, so many emotions to express, but you feel it's pointless, or you're afraid of causing conflict, so you choose silence instead. You or your partner are very independent, proud, even a bit stubborn. Are you or your partner a person with strong self-esteem and very independent? You both probably enjoy your own space and dislike over-relying on others. This excessive independence can sometimes be an obstacle to intimacy. You feel your partner has many plans for the future, but these plans seem irrelevant to you. Do you feel that they have many ideas and plans for their career and future, but you seem to be outside their blueprint? They rarely share these with you, making you feel very uneasy and insecure. There is a clear imbalance between giving and receiving in the relationship. Do you feel that you are always playing the role of the giver in this relationship? You've invested so much emotion, time, care, and support, but rarely receive the same in return, feeling like you're performing a one-man show, yearning for new sparks yet unwilling to let go. Deep down, do you crave a fresh, passionate start, perhaps a new partner, perhaps a new life? But on the other hand, do you harbor a lingering attachment and resentment towards this relationship, still observing and waiting, hoping he will change? You are a very capable and charismatic person. Do those around you perceive you as exceptionally talented, charming, and capable? Your own life could be incredibly fulfilling, but you're trapped by this relationship. If at least 3 of the 8 states above resonate strongly with you, then please bravely type unlock in the comments section, because the universe is about to reveal the secret and timing to unlock this lock on your heart. The other person's current energy state and life focus. What is the person who has locked their heart away doing right now, in places you can't see? I can tell you with absolute certainty that the other person is currently in a state of extreme focus on building their own independent kingdom, enjoying solitude, and arming themselves with absolute rationality. This is someone with very self-sufficient energy, even somewhat self-enclosed. The King/Queen of Wands represents that their current life focus is entirely on career, personal growth, and self-actualization. They are very ambitious and capable, and they are working hard to expand their business empire or improve their social status. They believe that only personal success can bring true security. The 9 of Pentacles perfectly depicts their current life state, living a very comfortable, abundant, and free life in their own garden. They enjoy this independent, free, and undisturbed state. They may have arranged their life in an orderly manner, with their own hobbies and social circle. They make you and themselves feel, I'm doing very well without you. So is they soft-hearted? No. The appearance of the Queen of Swords indicates that they handle their emotions with a very rational, calm, and even somewhat cold attitude. He may have been hurt in the past, perhaps in your relationship, so he chose to use the sword of reason to build a high thorny wall around his heart. Therefore, his state is someone who appears to be doing very well, very independent, very successful, but whose heart is locked up, full of defenses, and refuses emotional communication. On a conscious level, how does he define your relationship? In his mind, how rationally does he view this stagnant relationship? On a conscious level, he believes it is a relationship that bores him, needs to be reevaluated, and lacks a future. The energy of the 4 of Cups is very direct. It represents boredom, dissatisfaction, and lack of interest. In his mind, he may feel that your relationship has lost its initial spark and novelty, becoming a kind of useless routine. He may temporarily ignore the cups, emotions, you offer because he feels it's no longer what he wants. The 2 of Wands, on the other hand, indicates his next step in this relationship, observation and evaluation. He's standing at a safe distance, assessing whether this relationship is still worth his time and energy. He's weighing whether to maintain the status quo or completely shift in a new direction. His gaze is fixed on the future, not on you. Deep in his subconscious, what are his truest unspoken feelings for you? So beneath that seemingly calm surface, in the depths of his subconscious that he may be unwilling to admit, what are his true feelings for you? The answer might surprise you, even break your heart. Deep in his subconscious, he desperately longs for a stable home with you, but he also feels extremely exhausted and needs complete rest. The 4 of Wands represents home, stability, security, and harmony. This card appearing on the subconscious level strongly indicates that deep in his soul, he yearns for a stable, warm, and completely relaxing home with you, just like the 4 of Wands. He doesn't not love you, he's just too tired. This brings out the energy of the 4 of Swords. The 4 of Swords represents complete dormancy, spiritual exhaustion. In his subconscious, he feels like a soldier who has fought an entire war, utterly exhausted. This exhaustion may stem from work or from the drain and tension of your past relationship. He currently lacks the ability and energy to respond to your longing for love. His only subconscious choice is to shut down, to dormant. Therefore, the unspoken secret is, he doesn't abandon you. He simply can't afford it right now. His heart's lock isn't meant to imprison you, but to protect his utterly weary heart, yearning for rest. Is he afraid or expectant of the next step in the relationship? Faced with the next step, is he afraid or expectant? The answer is, his subconscious is filled with expectation, but this expectation is very young and timid, suppressed by his thick armor. The deck features the Page of Wands and the Page of Cups, two young figures. This means that deep within his weary heart, new sparks and new emotions are quietly budding. He hopes that one day when he has rested, he can, like the Page of Wands, re-explore your relationship with renewed passion. He hopes that one day, like the Page of Cups, he can offer you his feelings again with a pure heart. But this expectation is at the page level. It is still weak and timid, not yet evolved into the kingly, courageous action. It is suppressed by the rationality of the Queen of Swords and the pride of the King of Wands. Cosmic guidance. The next step in the relationship. So, in the short term, will this lock be opened? The next step will be a slow, healing inner transition from stagnation to clarity. The Six of Swords is a card about travel and transition. The person on the boat is rowing from turbulent waters to a calm shore. This means that in the short term, your relationship will begin to move slowly. Resumption of communication. The ice wall will begin to melt. There may begin some rational, calm communication about the future between you. But don't expect passionate confessions. More likely, it will be friendly, cautious greetings. Psychological shift. More importantly, his inner state will begin to shift from the complete stillness of the Four of Swords to the psychological progress of the Six of Swords. He will begin to think about how to solve problems instead of simply avoiding them. But please note that this is a small boat, not a speedboat. This process will be slow and requires your patience. If you're too hasty, you might scare him away and make him lock the door again. Relationship blind spots and wisdom you need to know. In this relationship, what blind spots does the universe want you to see? What are your own blind spots? The universe is gently reminding you. Darling, your blind spot is that you may be too satisfied with your own independent kingdom, neglecting the fact that relationships require deliberate cultivation and showing vulnerability. As a Nine of Pentacles person, you are very independent and capable. You can take good care of yourself. But because of this, you may subconsciously maintain a certain distance from your partner in relationships. You may not be good at or disdainful of expressing your needs and vulnerabilities. This excessive independence sometimes makes him feel, "You don't seem to need me," thus making him more comfortable retreating into his own world. A meditation exercise to communicate with your partner's soul. To help you gently convey the willingness to unlock his heart, you can practice this meditation before bed. Close your eyes and visualize your partner's locked heart. Don't try to pry it open. Just gently envelop it with your rosy light. Then in your heart say to his soul, "I see your weariness. I understand you need rest. I am here in my garden taking good care of myself. I don't need you to save me. I just want you to know that when you are rested, when you are willing to open the door, I am still here with a ray of warm sunshine waiting for you." Okay, dear friends of Group 2, this is the universe's profound guidance on waiting, healing, and self-abundance. Remember, sometimes a pause in a relationship is to allow each other to become better versions of ourselves. If you gained peace and clarity from today's reading, please remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share this wisdom. Group 3, the key. Hello friends who chose the third group, the key. When your intuition among the three options chose only this key, symbolizing answer, truth, and breakthrough, your soul is telling me that you and the person you're asking are at a crucial moment, desperately yearning for the truth and awaiting a final judgment. Seeing this group of cards, I feel a very strong, dramatic energy, full of karma and awakening. At the core of the group are the Judgment and Lovers cards. This is a combination of ultimate questioning of the soul and divine choice. At the same time, the group is also full of conflict and contradiction. The Five of Wands strife, the Two of Swords confrontation, and the intense clash of the powerful energies of the King and Queen of Wands. This indicates that your relationship may be filled with arguments, power struggles, and clashes of ideas. However, the appearance of the Two and Three of Cups tells me that beneath this intense clash lies a profound love and connection. Your key is about to open not an ordinary door, but a door to judgment leading to soul awakening. Energy verification. Before we use this key to open Pandora's box, let's conduct a detailed energy verification to see if your current relationship resonates with this love-hate energy. Please consider whether any of the following situations make you feel, yes, this is our script. The relationship is full of conflict, competition, or power struggles. Does your relationship often feel like a battlefield? You may frequently argue, disagree, or pull against each other in a power struggle, each wanting to be the dominant party. You are both very opinionated, and neither is willing to easily give in, hesitating and caught in a dilemma between harmony and separation. After experiencing so much conflict, do you often struggle painfully between complete separation and trying again? You feel stuck at a crossroads, unable to move forward or backward, and exhausted both physically and mentally. This feels like a fateful relationship hard to sever. Despite all the pain deep down, do you have a strong feeling that your meeting was destined? Do you feel this relationship carries a deeper, unfinished mission? Both of you are energetic, assertive, and even a bit proud. Are you both capable, assertive, and dislike being controlled? Your strong personalities are both the reason for your mutual attraction, but also the root of your conflicts. You crave spending time with friends, temporarily escaping the pressure of the relationship. Have you recently been particularly enjoying spending time with your friends? Because with friends, you can find ease, joy, and recognition that you can't get from your partner. You often feel exhausted in the relationship and need a cooling-off period of solitude. After a heated argument, do you or your partner need a period of cooling off, isolating yourself, not talking to each other, to process your emotions and reflect? You have a sense of fatalism about the future of the relationship, like awaiting judgment. Do you feel that your relationship is in a state of awaiting final judgment? You feel that soon a result and answer will determine your future, a rebirth or an end. Anxiety about material possessions or stability. Do your arguments often revolve around money, security, or future plans? You may have different perspectives on these practical issues. If at least 3 of the 8 states above resonate strongly with you, then please bravely type truth in the comments section, because the universe is about to use this key to open the door to truth for you. The other person's current energy state and life focus. What is the person you're passionately involved with, the one you're constantly battling with, going through right now? The card shows that the other person is currently in a highly contradictory state, externally maintaining a career while internally shutting down and resting. The King of Wands represents their external energy. They are still working very hard to maintain a strong, confident, and controlling image. They may be pouring all their energy into their work, expanding their territory, achieving success, and making themselves appear as the radiant king, unaffected by your relationship. However, deep down, he's completely in the state of the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords represents utter dormancy, spiritual exhaustion, and entering a secluded healing space. This means that the conflict with you has left him incredibly weary. He has essentially suspended all emotional thought and feeling. He has locked himself in a soundproof, undisturbed room. He needs time to recover from that devastating battle. Therefore, his state is that of a king using the armor of his career to conceal his inner exhaustion and self-healing. On a conscious level, how does he define your relationship? How does he rationally view this conflict-ridden relationship in his mind? On a conscious level, He sees it as a relationship filled with pointless strife, leaving him feeling trapped and temporarily unsolvable. The energy of the Five of Wands is very direct. In his mind, he may feel that there is too much internal friction between you. You've wasted too much energy on fighting, debating, and power struggles, instead of creating together. He's weary. This constant internal strife has trapped him in the stalemate of the Two of Swords. He's blindfolded himself. He doesn't know what to do. Should he continue fighting? Or turn away? On a conscious level, he has no answer. He feels it's an unsolvable problem, so he prefers to temporarily ignore it. Deep in his subconscious, what are his truest unspoken feelings for you? So beneath that battlefield filled with the smoke of battle, deep in his subconscious, feelings he himself might not even want to admit, what are his true feelings for you? This answer might bring tears to your eyes. Deep in his subconscious, he knows better than anyone that you are his one and only sacred, irreplaceable soulmate. The appearance of the Lover's card signifies that deep within his soul, he knows your union is predestined and blessed by the universe. He knows you are each other's mirror, each other's other half. The Two of Cups reveals his truest and purest longing for you. He doesn't crave conflict, but rather an equal, harmonious, and loving emotional exchange. He longs to lay down all weapons and defenses, to return to that initial, tender, and beautiful state of mutual understanding with you. Therefore, the unspoken secret is, all his battles, all his pride, all his estrangement stem from his deep concern and fear of losing you, the one and only he has already identified within the depths of his soul. Is he afraid or anticipating the next step in the relationship? Faced with the next step, is he afraid or anticipating? The answer is, he is both extremely anticipating and extremely afraid, and this anticipation and fear are about to face a final judgment. The appearance of the Judgment card is the soul of this set of cards. It represents that he, like you, is waiting for a moment of awakening, a moment of truth coming to light. He anticipates the sounding of judgment, hoping it will completely awaken you from the pointless conflicts and battles of the ego, allowing your relationship to be reborn from the ashes. But he also fears that the judgment will ultimately reveal that you are truly incompatible, leading to a final, irreversible separation. He is currently undergoing this ultimate soul-searching, awaiting the universe's final verdict. Universal guidance. The next step in the relationship, short term. So, in the short term, what kind of door will this key open? The next step will be a decisive communication that brings the truth to light, and a restructuring and reconciliation of relationship patterns. The energy of the Judgment card will manifest in the short term. This means that the cold silence between you is about to be broken. An event, or a frankness session, will strike like lightning, cleaving through the deadlock between you. You will openly discuss all your hidden thoughts and true feelings. The outcome of this communication is likely to be the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups represents reconciliation, celebration, and the blessing of the community. This means that after this thorough and truthful communication, there is a very high probability that you will choose reconciliation and start anew in a new and more mature way. Your relationship may even receive the blessings and support of your friends and family. Relationship blind spots and wisdom you need to know. In this tense relationship, what blind spots does the universe want you to see? The universe is gently reminding you, dear one, your blind spot is that you may be too insistent on your own position and brilliance, neglecting the wisdom of gentle compromise and giving the other person a way out. As the Queen of Wands, you are very charming, very opinionated, and very capable. But sometimes your brilliance can be too dazzling, your stance too firm, and you always want the other person to see you. In this relationship, you need to learn how, within your unquestionable sense of right, to leave a space for the other person. A space of gentle compromise, allowing them to save face. A meditation exercise for communicating with your soul. To help you successfully navigate this soul-searching judgment, you can practice this meditation before sleep. Close your eyes and visualize yourself in a solemn, pure white courtroom. Angels are above you. Do not argue, do not accuse. Simply say to their soul in your heart, I have laid down all weapons. I have laid down all right and wrong. I choose only love. I am here, awaiting our shared awakening. Whatever the final judgment may be, I thank you for coming into my life and awakening me. All right, dear friends of Group 3, this is the universe's profound guidance on conflict, awakening, and divine reconciliation. Remember, all conflict is meant to help you see each other more authentically and move towards a more authentic love. If you found inspiration and hope in today's analysis, please remember to subscribe, leave a comment, and share this courage. Thank you all so much for joining me today on this deeply personal journey into the depths of the subconscious. Whether you chose the red thread representing soulmate, the lock representing inner weariness, or the key representing soul awakening, I hope today's message brings a touch of certainty and clarity to your heart, which is filled with doubt and anxiety. Please remember that all stagnation, distance, and conflict in relationships are not meant to make us give up, but rather the universe is inviting us in a special way to shift our gaze from outward to inward. To the first group of friends, the universe is teaching you that true fulfillment is not about waiting for another person to give it to you, but about first living a complete world within yourself. To the second group of friends, the universe is reminding you that sometimes, a pause in a relationship is not due to a lack of love, but because it's too exhausting. What you need to learn is to nurture yourself while giving your partner gentle patience and space. To the third group of friends, the universe is guiding you through the battles of the ego to experience a sacred, shared awakening. All conflicts are for the sake of moving towards a more authentic love. Every profound relationship is a mirror, reflecting both the deepest light within us and the shadows that need healing. Most importantly, thank the soul that appeared in your life, bringing you such profound lessons, whether they are by your side right now or not. If you enjoyed today's in-depth reading and felt touched, please subscribe to my channel, like it, and share it with friends who may also be struggling with love. Let this clear energy support more people. You are also welcome to leave a comment below, sharing your biggest takeaway or a new insight about yourself that you gained from this reading. Every share you make contributes to greater understanding and compassion in this world. I am your spiritual guide. Thank you for your trust and courage. See you in the next video. May you find peace, see the truth, and live with love in all your relationships. Goodbye.